Hey, what's up everybody? It's Will with Southern Grails. I'm back here with another video. It's been a great week, man. I found some really cool stuff. I can't wait to show you guys now. So let's make this quick. So first up, man, I found some really cool movie soundtracks. You guys know I'm a sucker for the movie soundtracks, especially original pressings. But this one here, man, I love this movie. This movie's hilarious, but it's also got touching moments. It's really good, and the soundtrack is. It's a mind bender. Shaun of the Dead. This is a 2014. I think this came out in 2014 on Blood Red. If you haven't seen this movie, it's hilarious. There's a really incredible scene where they're throwing their records at the two zombies coming their way, and they're naming off the titles. Like, what do you think about this? No, I want to keep it as original press. Well, what about this one? Toss it. And one, there's a few of them. One was like, the guy's like, Dire Straits, and the other guy's like, throw it. It's hilarious. Really good movie, and a mind-melting soundtrack. It's really cool. Okay, this one here, this guy here, this is another movie soundtrack. This guy here actually put out a bunch of stuff in the late 60s. Really a Northern Soul type sound. Really good, but this is some funky stuff right here. That's Hell Up in Harlem. That's Edwin Starr. This is a 1974 promo. Really good. Just follow that 1970s, what they call blaxploitation movies. Super cool stuff. You know, you're always talking about corrupt cops, drugs, hookers. I dig it. And man, this is really funky stuff. Edwin Starr. Another movie soundtrack. This one's kind of rare. This one don't come up that often. This is from an adult movie. Any OGs out there older than, 35, 40 years old and up, you'll probably know this movie. It came out, I believe it was 1980. That's Deep Throat, the soundtrack. What is it on? Sandy Hook. Yeah, kind of rare. Like I said, if you're an old school cat from the 80s, you know this movie. You probably had the VHS or knew where the VHS was hiding in your uncle's house, in your single uncle's house. It's great, but yeah, it's got a little funk to it. It's got a little jazz to it. A lot of flutes, but really cool. I might end up selling this. I mean, it's rare. It's cool to have, but I wish it was just a little more like that Hell Up in Harlem. I might keep it, but I might hang on to that one for a while. That one's kind of rare. Okay, done with the soundtracks. This one here, there is the original first mono pressings of this. Like a VG copy just sold for like $1,500. But that's Jefferson Airplane's debut. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. Now this is an original '66. Stereo press. It's censored. There's 2 songs on here that change the words from like something like, it's not even curse words. It's like, don't you want money? I think it references prostitution. Anyway, it's pretty good. Jefferson Airplane's debut. A little more garagey, a little more psychedelic. Kind of rare. The early 60 ones are kind of rare. They did so many different versions, which I don't know why. If any of you guys know why they decided to change those lyrics, didn't seem suggestive to me, but still pretty cool to have. All right, this one here I thought was really cool. This is The Herd, Looking Through You. Now, this is kind of pop rock, 1960, what is this? Yeah, 1968, original press on Fontana. That guy right there is a 16-year-old Peter Frampton. Look how young he is. Look at that jawline and them cheekbones. Yeah, I'm not sure if they had him on here playing guitar, or just doing backup vocals. If they didn't have him playing guitar, what the hell they was thinking? Fantastic guitar player. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Kind of rare. You don't see these too often. This one's a pretty good clean copy. Good clean copy. I'll probably end up selling this one. Like I said, it's not really my flavor sound. but it's still pretty cool. Okay, I've never heard of this band before, and when I found it, the cover, of course, is what drew me. Originally came out in the UK, but it's got a cool sound, kind of prog rock, not symphonic rock, but little on the prog side. That's Caravan, Waterloo Lily. This is a 1972 press, US press. Originally came out in the UK on the Durham label. Yeah, really cool. I'm gonna keep this one. This one's a pretty clean. Clean copy. If you can see that. Yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. I'd like to have a UK press. All right, now this guy here, I just found a mono press of his debut album, and I've really been digging it. And that's Dr. John. This is the Night Tripper. This is a 1970 promo. Really good, man. If you like that Bayou funk, blues rock, he's got such a distinctive voice, like Tom Waits, and it's dirty, it's fuzzy. I really like it. Dr. John, and that's such a cool cover too. His first couple albums had really incredible covers. Okay, this one here, I've been in the area that I live in Georgia, and all over the Southeast that I've traveled. You find a lot of, when I'm hunting for 45s, you find a lot of Northern soul. You find a lot of that sweet soul, and you find rare. I mean, this is a good area to find the rare stuff. I know stuff that pulled out of jukeboxes that really just didn't get distributed much. Atlanta in the in the 60s and 80s had a lot of small labels that put out unknown artists that never went on to do anything, but the music was really good. This one's kind of one of them. I just learned about this guy, and I've really been getting an ear for that mid 60s to early 70s kind of northern soul. It's really good. That's Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. This is a original 68 press on Motown. Really good, man. This is grown folks music right here. You see that guy right there? That's Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong. They got him listed as guitar and backing vocals. Look how little he is. God, he's a short dude. But yeah, man, this is some really sweet grown folk music, man. If you like that soul from this time, this is really it. This is a really good album. Kind of rare, but it's super clean, and it sounds really good. It really makes you want to grab your wife, dance in the kitchen. It really is. It's good stuff. I'm happy to have that one. Okay, this one I've just learned about this guy. If you're into the Bossa Nova out of Brazil, early 60s, this guy, he was considered as as the grandfather. Antonio Carlos Jobim, I hope I said that right. This is a 63 press out of Brazil. Really good. It's happy jazz. Really happy. He does just guitar and piano. And there's a guy named Vinicius de Moraes. I don't know if I said that right. But he was also a writer. They did a bunch of albums together. His albums in the mid 50s up to the early 60s, the original Brazilian ones, man, some of those are selling for like $300 to $500. It's really good. Like I said, really happy jazz. This one's kind of rare. I'm happy to have it. I dig it. Okay, these next two right here are ones that I see and I come across all the time. But it's one of those albums where it's like, you see it so often, you're waiting for that really clean one you can finally keep and have for the personal collection. And these are two examples of that. Magical Mystery Tour, original 67 press. This is the cleanest copy I've ever seen. I mean, spine is perfect. I mean, the vinyl is just, it sounds great. people got a lot of lists of where they rank the Beatles albums. For some reason, a lot of people's list, this one has it like in the bottom tier. I don't know what they're listening to. I think it sounds great. A lot of great songs on here. Really, really psychedelic. Yeah, I don't know what people are talking about. This is a great one. Happy to have it. Another one, this one right here. This is one I'm kind of embarrassed that I haven't really listened to it. It's one of these ones that I find all the time, but it's got that soft textured jacket that just gets destroyed. You never find it without ring wear. But I come across one that's super duper clean. It's the Allman Brothers Band. This is their debut, 1969. Yeah, it's their debut. I mean, this thing's immaculate. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And it sounds great. Blues rock, grimy, dirty. That song, Tied to the Whipping Post, unbelievable. Such a great song. I don't have any other Allman Brothers bands. I come across their Eat a Peach album all the time. I come across Duane Allman's, stuff that he did solo. But this one here, that one here is a banger. And I'm happy to have a really good clean first press. All right, we're getting into the last few here. This one here, I'm hesitant if I want to keep it or not. It's rare, and it's a promo too, and I love those. But this is the Hollies. Here I go again. So this is an original '64. This is a mono promo, really rare. Hardly ever comes up for sale. The Hollies are, if you like the Beatles, you'll like the Hollies. It's up there kind of with the Kinks. It's that really beat UK pop, in there in the line with the Beatles. Probably not as melodic and as good a songwriting as the Beatles, but they got a huge following. And yeah, this one's so rare, I might hang on to it for a while. I've listened to it. It's okay, in my opinion. It's like I said, it's definitely got its following. But if you like the Hollies, man, this is a good one to have. If you guys follow me on my eBay or Instagram, I'll throw it up. I'm thinking about throwing this up in one of my next auctions. But someone in either in the UK or here in the US will be happy to have this. It's clean. Okay, I'm just getting to it on this next one here. Now, I've been collecting for some years now, and I've never had it. It's one of those ones I've come across, and I've always just kind of held out for a good, clean copy. Metallica's Master of Puppets. Yeah, original 86 on Elektra. What else can you say about this album? It's unbelievable. The last album with Burton, him and Cliff. Yeah, but the songs that him and Kurt Hammett wrote on here. What else can you say? It's through and through. This is one of those albums where even the order that the songs are in, it seems perfect. It really does. Nothing else you can say about this. It's been said a million times. It's a great one. I'm happy to have an original pressing. Okay, this one here, man. If you like Krautrock or that kind of space rock, not noise rock, but kind of like noise rock, you'll like this one. This is Tangerine Dream's debut, Electronic Meditation. This is an original 70 German press. Now, this isn't a real deal. Now, the vinyl is the first pressing, but there's an original real deal first one that has this little slit right here open. And it actually came with a balloon, with a green balloon. That's how you tell the sure enough. Those are hard. They don't come up for sale that often. But this is, like I said, it's like there's no real melodies to it. It's out there. It's really out there. Now, Tangerine Dream would go on to do more prog style, really kind of get more commercialized. and I think they lost some of their following. But the early 70s stuff, whew, that's a cool cover too. Check him out. It's almost in the same lines as this one. If you like that Krautrock, that noise rock, this one's a little bit better because it's got an incredible backing band, the Asherah Temple, and that's 7-Up. Timothy Leary with the Asherah Temple. I think this came out in 1973. It's the original, I believe, the 73 press. But dude, unbelievable. I know I've shown this before, but it kind of coincided with that album there. Similar in ways, except this has vocals. Timothy Leary singing with it. And if you know who the Asherah Temple is, incredible bluesy, blues rock, but with that kraut sound to it. And Timothy Leary, you know, as always, he's tripping balls on LSD. But this is a great album and just an unbelievable cover. Okay, this is the last one. So I found at a freight auction, which I don't know freight auctions. Freight auctions are either containers, shipping containers, where they've either been spilt, damaged product, or they were at a port and nobody came, you know, to pick up the goods, and it'd be full of people's stuff. You know, when I was in the battery business, and I dealt with a lot of Haitians and Nigerians, you know, sending solar batteries, you know, over to Africa and Haiti and things like that. And that's what they would do. They would pack these containers out, you know, with batteries and clothes and beans and rice and speakers and whatever they can. And sometimes they get held up down there, whether through customs or whatever. And if they don't come to pick it up in whatever time it is, they'll auction it off. They'll actually have an auction and you can go bid on stuff. Well, locally down here, they kind of do that, but they'll separate the stuff. So usually you can bid on the entire container. I'm getting off on a rant. But anyway, there was a box of these. This was a limited edition. Came out last year. I think it was limited to like 1800s. And it's a cover of Phish songs. If you like Phish, it's a cover of their songs. And it's called Cluster Flies. So, like I said, if you follow Phish, now, from the research that I've been doing on this, the die-hard Phish fans, they hate this album. And I get it, but I listened to it without even really listening to Phish. And I don't have none of their albums. I've heard of them, but I've never delved into it. So I kind of went in with a fresh mind. I don't know what all the complaints are about. If you went in not listening to Phish and just kind of listen to these, like say they're just kind of original songs, dude, it sounds really good, really folky. There's some on here that are kind of like those last two, just kind of noise rock. There was a song on here called First Tube. I don't know what that is. It's out there, but man, there's a lot of tracks on here that are really good guitar play, really good vocals. I went back and listened. So this was what was it? Farmhouse. Yeah, so Phish's album Farmhouse, I think it came out in 2000. This is a cover songs from all of theirs. Yeah, like I said, I don't get it. I thought it was pretty good. I was reading some of the comments, especially on YouTube, even on Instagram, and people are like, "Why'd you do this? Why? I don't know what I'm here. I don't know what you listen to, but I think it's pretty cool." Yeah, sold out. I think literally within hours. But yeah, so I ended up with a stack of these. I'm gonna throw them up on my auction. Probably do one a week. Maybe you'll get it cheap. I might keep one of these for the personal collections. I'm not sure. I think it's good. Tell me what you guys think. I've heard a lot of flack about it. Yeah, tell me what you think. All right, guys, that's it. Just a quick video. I got a line on a big collection in South Carolina. I might head up to next weekend. Cross your fingers. Allegedly, it's 15,000 records. But the pictures are shoddy. You know, y'all know how that goes. But I think they remember some good stuff in there. But I'll be back. I'll show you. We'll see you.